Alright, what's up you guys? Long time, no video, no vlog or anything, but as you guys saw in my last video, I talked about my newest addiction, and we're talking about film photography, as you guys can tell by the title of this video. Here we go, the Canon AE1. I did my first ever sets of photo shoots on this thing, so yeah, Canon AE1 program. Thing is a killer. I'm super happy with this thing. I don't think that I have any film in here. I took it down to Perfect Image in Lancaster PA to have them develop it, but it's been working pretty well. I'm using this strap that I got with this other Olympus camera that I bought, so it's super kind of 90s, but it's got some good padding in here. But that's not what we're talking about here, guys. We're talking about my first scans. Because who doesn't want to see what my first scans ended up looking like? I did look over them a little bit, but we're really going to look over them as soon as we hop on the computer, on the MacBook. I'm going to have to transfer all the files to the hard drive, and I'm super excited, so I will see you guys on the screen. Alright, you guys, here we are. We're going to take a look at my first scans together. They're nothing crazy, and I'm not going to lie, I was in a super big rush to just shoot my first roll, get them scanned, and just see what the camera itself looks like. So for me, it was just kind of like a quick, gotta get this done type of thing, but let's start off with the first one. So there are 37 photos in here, and as we know, rolls of film are 36 exposures, or 24. This was a 36 exposure roll, and I must have not got down to the counter yet, but it took this photo. I kind of love it because it's pretty cool to see like the crazy harsh edges there, and this was just back in my sunroom, so it was nothing crazy. And these were shot on the Canon AE1 50mm. Then we have another one of my sunroom. Nothing specifically is in focus. Maybe the outside is more in focus than not, but it looks pretty cool. I really do dig it. Nothing crazy here to see, guys, but we're just going to go through them. I'll show you the ones I really like and the ones I don't. This has to be one of my favorites just because of how perfect it turned out. It was a bright day, and exposing this camera was kind of hard, but I think I did a very good job at exposing this, and honestly, like, just looking at the grain and like the overall feel you get from the image is absolutely amazing. Like this looks like it was straight out of the 90s, which is awesome. Even though the camera's from 81 and the car's from 99, you get the point. So then we got a Doge. Got a cute little Doge. This one turned out pretty well. Yeah, can't tell what she's doing there, but she's cute, and the photo turned out pretty well. That was just, again, another quick snap. This is a good one. It's supposed to be another quick snap, but it's more of an action shot. Not entirely in focus. Kind of looks like she's taking a poop, but she was just running. Now, here comes some of my favorites. So this was in the market, a local flea market to me. Some of them are okay. I think this one is actually out of focus. No, it's not. It's focused down here. Just the sign's not in focus. I think this was actually intentional. Again, quick kind of run and gun situation that day. This is probably my favorite shot so far. I really like the colors and the overall just mood and feeling that you get from this photo. Like, wow, this was shot in some old flea market. You can see the lady that sells candy down here, I believe. Just posted up, and it's just a really cool thing. The lighting wasn't the best, and this was shot without a tripod at about 1/30th of a second. So yeah, my hardest part so far is like focusing, but I've noticed I'm doing pretty well. If you're looking at the shots here, they're doing pretty well as far as focus goes. Like, this was another good one of some comic books. The focus was nailed perfectly, and it's so cool not editing your photos in Lightroom because like, they just already give off that super cool moody vibe, and I'm so happy. Moving on. Another pretty cool one. Nice color to this one. Yeah, and a lot of these photos, they definitely lack contacts or like some kind of story going with them, because they were just honestly pointing and shooting, and it was me just trying to see what these would end up looking like. And I'm really happy with the way these look, because this takes me back to a time before I even knew, and that's what's really awesome about film. Another good one here, but I believe this one was a little blurry. I think I had my shutter way too low or something. But still, again, a pretty cool one. I was trying to get that guy. It looked like he was looking at some shirts, but I also didn't want him to think I'm weird, so I was being nonchalant about it. Then we have this one here. This is taken in my girlfriend's house. This is her dresser, whatever, TV stand, and I just thought it looked cool with all the old stuff, the old bus up here, the old deer head that I found out in the woods, this old radio, this old hair dryer, the candle, this freaking whatever you call this thing. It just looked pretty cool. So, and I liked the lighting, so I shot this, and I'm pretty happy with the way this one turned out for sure. Definitely one of my favorites. Another great one right here would be Michaela's rabbit. Super awesome. There's nothing in this besides the license plate, if anything, that tells you when this photo was taken, which is what I was really trying to achieve. I didn't want any of their cars around. You know, the building's old, the vehicle's from '81, the camera's from '81, so they kind of match there. The only thing that would be throwing it off is the license plate, because those are newer plates, but you guys kind of get the idea. This was all trial and error and just me thinking of ideas as I took each photo. This next one I love, except it's not in focus. But it's not in focus directly. Like, it's focused up here maybe a little bit, a little sharp up there. But for the most part, this was in a skate shop in Zoomies, and I just whipped my camera out really quick while I was in the mall and shot this because I thought it would look super cool with the lighting and everything, and I really do like the way that one turned out. So, moving on to the next one. This was outside the mall parking lot as the sunset was going down, and there were some vehicles out on the highway. Yeah, it was a pretty cool thing. First, like, night shot, I guess you'd say. Love the vibe and the tone naturally gives off. This is taken in my room. This is a sign that's hanging right in my room. You guys have probably seen it in the videos, but I thought it was pretty cool. I wanted to see, hey, what would some nighttime stuff look like on here. And then we have some more of the dog. Not a bad one. The river from where we went hiking. Pretty good shot. I like this shot of these trees. Probably one of my favorites. But overall, super cool. Got my friend's canine dog in here. Chase looking like a boss, and I love that photo. And like I said, most of these photos were like me trying to blow through a roll, learn the exposure, and just kind of like, let's get through this roll and let's see what happens. Not a lot of thought went into most of these shots. This is when I had my friend Mikey actually take a picture of me on this rock, as you guys can see. And I like this picture a lot. It turned out super freaking cool. I don't know what the heck I just hit, but another cool one, kind of the trees. Definitely a cool vibe that these photos give you. Some more trees. I think I was trying to get some hikers and stuff. Wasn't perfect, but moving on to some of the river ones. This is where I was practicing with my focus, and I was trying to focus on the branches here as my main point of focus, and that turned out pretty well. And we also have this gazebo that I thought was pretty cool. Definitely gives you off like a early spring vibe. And then we have Bailey again looking like a stud out here flexing. That picture definitely turned out really well, and honestly, couldn't even tell it was taken on film unless like you really look back in the mountains area where you can see the grain start to come in. This really looks like a good photo. I was just happy with it. Turned out sharp. Everything was in focus. Same thing with this big hoss over here, just living it up. And then we had both of them, which was like their first time ever hanging out, over here having a nice bonding experience. And then we have one of my favorites. This would be 3 Mile Island. That's a great photo. I think it looks super cool. and I have 2 rolls that I dropped off today. So this is my first set of practice scans. The other 2, I have God only knows whether on those, because I already forgot. I know one was a trip to the Poconos, so those 2 will be like my first real diving in, check these out, some night shots, some intentional stuff. Really thought those ones through, so we shall see what those ones turn out like. And that is pretty much it for my scans. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to see these scans better, there is a Flickr down below. You guys can click that, and this is all of them that you can check out, each and every single one. And come back to this video and leave in the comments section which ones you did like, which ones you didn't like, or maybe you want to talk about cameras or settings or anything like that. I'd love to talk to you guys about it. Leave a comment below. Thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your week. Please make sure to hit that freaking subscribe button and turn on notifications.
So yeah, after taking a look through them, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm really pleased with the photos. Shout out to Perfect Image in Lancaster for doing the developing and scanning and being super awesome about it. And I dropped off 2 more rolls today, guys. Two more. 2 of them. And if you didn't catch it earlier in the video, because I know this was like a long segment, I'm recording the outro right after I recorded the intro, but haven't recorded the main source part of the video yet. So make sure to follow my new Instagram. It is right here on the screen, Lost in the Shutter. That's where my 35mm photos are going to be going, and I can't wait. I'm just going to build this like super cool, eclectic looking, nostalgic looking. I have some cool ideas, so make sure to follow. For any of my guys and friends or viewers that shoot on 35mm, please leave a comment below. I'd love to talk to you on Instagram and learn more and talk about our ideas and stuff, and maybe even meet up and shoot. So hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and make sure to follow me on Instagram. Thanks, guys. Have a great rest of your week.